And next thing you know, her attraction for me just went downhill. Learn from my mistakes and avoid them in your life. Alright, so I have a quick story time to tell to paint a picture in your mind. So just relax and replay the scenario in your mind. So there's this girl I'm talking to, and we were out celebrating her roommate's birthday a couple days ago. It was her roommate's 21st birthday, and we did the usual pregame party at her house, and then we went out to a bar and celebrated the birthday there. After spending a couple hours at the bar, we all returned to the house and celebrate a little more when we get back. After celebrating till around 3 a.m., I told my girl that we should go to sleep. We then get to her room and we were ready to go to sleep. After a couple hours in her room, we were still talking and the sun was starting to come up. She was basically just laying on my chest and we were just talking about a lot of different things. Then out of nowhere, we started talking about the gym. We conversed a little bit about the subject, and then out of nowhere I told her my fitness goal of like what weight I'm trying to reach. And then she gave me a response that I wouldn't really have expected to come out of her mouth. She told me, "You're already big. You don't need to get bigger." And if this exact scenario would have happened to any other man, it would have been the point of the relationship where everything starts going downhill. So the relationship is going like this, like this. At this point, this exact scenario I just stated is where the relationship would go downhill. Let me tell you exactly why it would go downhill. So let's go back to what she told me. This is what she said. "You're already big. You don't need to get bigger." Right when she says that, most men would like almost second guess themselves and think to themselves like, wait, maybe she's right. I have been grinding for a while now. I do go to the gym almost 5 times a week. I am very strict on my diet, and I am pretty big. Maybe she is right, and I should stop working out for a little bit and then go back at it a couple months later. You have failed the shit test at this point, because that's all that it is. It is a shit test testing your masculinity. Bro, you are down bad if you think this way, and your relationship will get ruined and she will eventually leave you. This is the exact definition of getting comfortable, and getting comfortable is the last thing you want to do in a relationship with a girl, especially if you really like the girl or if you see yourself being with her long term. Getting comfortable literally just destroys the attraction between two people. But let me continue with my reasoning. So let's say your girl tells you, "You're already big. You don't need to get bigger." And let's say you agree with her. You completely stop working out and you start spending more time with your girl. Then you notice the good habits you once had are slowly fading away from your lifestyle. You stop waking up early. You stop doing your morning stretches that you do every single day. You stop going to the gym 5 times a week. You start eating more junk food. You start eating more ice cream, more candy. You're going out drinking more often with your girl, etc. Next thing you know, you're seeing your girl almost every single day and you're spending every single minute of your life with her. You aren't working towards any of the big goals you once had in your life, and you have completely gotten comfortable. But then suddenly you realize she isn't texting you as consistently as before. She's being dry with her responses, and she's even taking a couple hours to get you a text back. Now when you hang out with her, the spark that was once there has completely disintegrated. She isn't showing you the interest she used to show you back in the day, and the attraction has completely disappeared. It is obvious why this has happened. You have stopped going to the gym, you have lost focus on your goals, you've developed terrible eating habits, you're gaining weight, and she just isn't attracted to you anymore. She was attracted to the man you were before though. The ambitious, hardworking man. The man who had his priorities straight. The man who was disciplined. But now you're just a regular guy with no discipline, no goals, and no ambition. Not only that, but you have put your woman as your number one priority and everything else second. And contrary to popular belief, your girl does not want to be your first priority. Girls will always say, "Oh, I want to be your first priority. I want you to be thinking of me 24/7. But they don't actually mean that. Girls always say one thing, but mean the complete opposite. They're literally backwards, bro. But hey, bro, it's literally how they are as creatures, and you have to embrace it and accept it instead of hating on it. Though they say they want to be your first priority, They simply do not. They want your purpose and goals to be your main priority in life. Nothing is more attractive to a woman than a guy who's working on a purpose or something bigger in life every single day. Whether it's being a video editor, whether it's being a chef, whether it is going to the gym every day. Women are attracted to someone who is obsessed with their ambitions and goals. I'm going to repeat this one more time for the people who didn't get it through their head. When girls say they want to be your number one priority, they do not mean it. Why do you think girls ignore guys that text them 24/7 and basically obsess over guys who don't really seem interested in the girl? It's because the guys who don't seem interested could be interested but don't have the time to text her back 24/7 because they're actually working towards something in life. They're going to the gym every day. They're reading to improve their life. They have a purpose that they're working towards. And a woman can sense that and she's attracted to that. I'm not saying to ignore your woman all day or to play some bullshit games, but when you're busy doing manly shit, you won't have time to text her and she will be attracted to that. And then at this point, she will start chasing you. And women love to chase. It's as simple as that. But in a relationship, once you get comfortable and slow down on your journey as a man, she will get turned off because she will see you as weak, undisciplined, and unmasculine. Nothing turns off a girl more than an unmasculine man. Feminine girl I'm talking about. Nothing turns off a feminine girl more than an unmasculine man. Because you're literally the girl. Unmasculine guy equals feminine. You can't have two negatives. They repel from each other. You need polar opposites. You need a masculine and a feminine because they attract. You can't have two masculine because they repulse each other. Unless you like guys, don't get me wrong. Vice versa, unless you like girls, you can do whatever you want. But from a nature standpoint, you need polar opposites. And if you get comfortable with your goals and you start settling down, you start getting lazy, lackadaisical, she will meet another guy with goals and aspirations. She will find someone who's fully focused on his purpose, someone who's fully in their masculine, and she will end up chasing him in the long term. This happened to me a while back. So early back in my early high school days, I was beta as fuck. So there was this girl that liked me, and I liked her as well. Me and her would always hang out at this one Starbucks near our houses so that we could do homework and hang out like once a week. She then told me, oh, I think we should hang out more. I don't think I see you enough. I don't think we see each other enough. And this is when the relationship went to shit. I would literally skip my practice to hang out with her. So at this point, my literal purpose in life was my football practice. I would skip my purpose in life at this point to hang out with her. I would start hanging out with her more and more throughout the week, and then she would slowly start to resent me the more she saw me. She noticed I wasn't as invested in the sport I was playing because I would literally skip practice to hang out with her. I would literally set her as my first priority in life, everything else second. And next thing you know, her attraction for me just went downhill. Learn from my mistakes and avoid them in your life. So if we go back to the story I told in the beginning of the video, my girl said, "You're already big. You don't need to get bigger." I basically told her that wasn't gonna stop me. Don't let women or any outside influence hinder you from reaching your goals. Many people are headed down the right path in life. They're disciplined and are on their way to achieving great things. But then they get sidetracked because of some outside influence, whether it's a person, a friend, a girlfriend, some substance. They get sidetracked and their whole life goes to shit. You know what's best for you. Listen to your gut.